today we are making one of the easiest and most delicious summer desserts from Cook This Book, the Blueberry Cornflake Crisp. The reason that I paired together blueberries with cornflakes is that I have this theory, I don't think I came up with this by the way, that things that are in season at the same time taste better together than things that are in season at different times. I once read this quote, what grows together goes together. And because July, August is both blueberry season and corn season, I think that's why blueberries like corn. There's no science behind this whatsoever. Also, let's be honest, there's not real corn in this crisp. They're cornflakes, but they're made out of corn, and so the flavor is there. And if you've never had corn and blueberries, this is the moment. This is the simplest of all crisps, and frankly, you could use any summer fruit you want, and you can also swap out the spices. If bloobs aren't your thing, and maybe you're more of a blackberry person, or it's like strawberry season, whatever, swap out the fruit. First thing, you're gonna macerate your fruit. So I have 6 cups of fresh blueberries. You can also use frozen. And then I'm just gonna toss them with brown sugar, light or dark, or granulated. This recipe is so flexible. And a couple of tablespoons of flour. The flour is gonna help to thicken the blueberry juices as they cook in the oven. Some salt, and then the zest of a lemon. All right, so now I'm squeezing the juice of the lemon in. Almost always with fruit crisps, you wanna add some kind of vinegar or acid or citrus to the fruit to kind of balance all the sweetness, because there's gonna be a bunch of sugar in here and the lemon kind of makes it all pop. Tossy toss. This recipe calls for 6 cups of fruit, but like, I kind of think you should put 8 cups. 6 or 8, it's fine, either way. Bloobs are macerating. Next up, crumble topping. This is the easiest pastry you could ever make. It's literally flour, sugar, butter, and then anything else you want to add in for seasoning. So in the case of this recipe, cardamom and cornflakes. But at its very core, it's a mixture of all-purpose flour, brown sugar or granulated sugar, and then cold unsalted butter, which you want to cut into small pieces before you add it, because it'll make it a lot easier to get the butter all incorporated into the flour and the sugar, which will create those clumps that you expect from a crisp. So flour, sugar, cardamom. Again, if cardamom's not your thing, and you're more into cinnamon or nutmeg, 5 spice could be really cool. You can spice up this crumble mixture however you want. And then I'm gonna add the cornflakes. So this is 1.5 cups of just straight up Kellogg's cornflakes. Use my hands to toss it all together. I'm gonna get in a bigger bowl. That's not a bigger bowl. That's a bigger bowl. Should I get in it? I'm gonna get in a shallower bowl. This is the bowl. No, this bowl is too small. So that's bowl number 8. That's the bowl. Also, this way you guys can see it because it's clear. All right, so we're mixing all the dry ingredients and then we're putting this cold ass butter in. You really wanna make sure it's cold. And then use your hands to just pinch the flour and the butter together. And you're basically smashing cold butter into flour and sugar, and it's getting coated in the dry ingredients. It's gonna start turning into crumbly clumps. So just like smooshing it all together, and the cornflakes will break up a little bit and that's fine. And you're just gonna wait until you start to like see some clumps, some big clumps. Okay, so look at this. Now that I've worked this a bit, it's like giving like wet sand energy a bit more. And when you squeeze it together in your hands, you see how it holds together? That means we've incorporated the butter and we are ready to top our crisp. Before we get going with the recipe, I wanna take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, Harmless Harvest. A few months ago, I got an email that was kind of cryptic from an agency reaching out about a partnership for an elite, I think it said, or premier coconut water brand. And me and my assistant, when it arrived, freaked out because we were like, what if it's Harmless Harvest? And they wanted to partner, and we were fingers crossed that it would be Harmless Harvest. And it turns out it was. And now they're sponsoring this video. Why do I love Harmless Harvest? Because it's the only coconut water on the market that tastes of pure coconut. It is unrivaled. There's no better coconut water out there. I've been a fan since they came onto the market, and now my fridge is stocked and I be chugging this stuff all day long. So thank you to Harmless Harvest for sponsoring this video. You can build this in a cast iron skillet. This is a 10-inch, or you could do it in an 8x8 baking dish, or an oval round baking dish, or a brownie pan. Anything that will fit this amount of fruit will fit the crisp. Spread the fruit out, and then just use your hands to kind of clump the topping together as you drop it on top. That way you get different shapes and sizes of crumbles. There's quite a bit of topping on this crisp, and that's because, let's be honest, that's what we're all here for. So we're just piling it high. This goes into the oven, 375 for 40 to 50 minutes until you start to see the juices burbling. We're gonna dish this up over here. This has been out of the oven now for like 45 minutes. This was the one we made earlier in the yellow skillet. And the one that we just made is in the red skillet. So nobody freak out. It's gonna be okay. You're not going crazy. I highly recommend you serve this with vanilla ice cream or something cold and creamy, yogurt, whipped cream. It's just blueberries and cream. It's kind of a no-brain-ski. She's ready. Ooh. Look at those yummy juices. Oh my God, it smells so good. You can see that, I don't know if you can tell, but the juices in the skillet are like thick and glossy and glazy. So when I scrape through, it's not just like a puddle of blueberry juice, it's thickened, and that's because we added flour to the mixture. Fucking delicious. And then we're gonna go a little ice cream on top. Okay, and then check it out. That's a pretty iconic ball scoop. Whoa, this ice cream is funky. I think this tastes like diapers.
What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean?
That ice cream has a diaper aftertaste. Guys, it tastes like a diaper. And it's not because of my crisp, it's because of this weird ice cream we got. It looks good though. Oh, the first ingredient in this ice cream, water. That's not what you want to see. I mean, we got the worst vanilla ice cream in the history of the world, and it tastes like a fucking diaper. Food styling trick. You see the melt? If you blow with a straw on ice cream, it will melt. So then you get like the melty drippy. Me blowing on diaper flavored ice cream. That's what this video is called. Okay, I'm gonna eat out of the skillet because I'm not fucking with that diaper over there. Will you guys taste it?
Yeah.
I need you to know that it's the aftertaste. So with it, wait for it.
I'm actually fucking with it.
No, you're not.
But I understand the diaper in like a powdery sense.
It's definitely like made from powder.
They're fronting. It tastes like diapers. Get it out of my
A
house.
little bit like poo.
Anyway, and that's how you make a blueberry cornflake crisp, folks. Just get the right ice cream next time.